रिकॉर्डिंग का बटन आप मोर में जाके कर लेना, ठीक है। और अब मैं इसका लिंक जो है शेयर कर देती हूँ, कॉपी। व्हाट्सएप भी तो मैम। हेलो। हाँ। ओके। ठीक है।
A very good morning and welcome to all of you. We'll be starting in a short while. We are waiting for a few team members to join, and we'll be starting very soon. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. distinguished guests and delegates of Ctpdcon-Era 2023. As education is the key to unlocking the doors of freedom and opportunity, this first virtual international conference on educational reforms and advancements organized by the Council for Teachers' Professional Development, CTPD, in collaboration with its organizing partners, K.R. Mangalam University, Gurugram, Haryana, Galgotias University, Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh, Saraswati College of Professional Studies, Ghaziabad, Satyog Darshan Institute of Education and Research, Faridabad, DAV College, Dehradun, Uttarakhand, India, and Azad College of Education, Satara, Maharashtra. We are profoundly happy to associate as our conference knowledge partners with Vishwa Yuvak Kendra, New Delhi, India, Human Touch Foundation, India, Social Development and Research Foundation, India, Council for Teacher Education Foundation, India, Policy Research Center, India, and our publication partners of national and international recognition, EZ Education Publishing, Red Shine Publications, and International Journal of Education and Allied Sciences. I am Dr. Akanksha Srivastava, Associate Professor, School of Education, Sharda University, and it's a great honor for me to be the moderator for this educative technical session of Ctpdcon-Era 2023, Track 3. The theme of Track 3 is Digital Transformation and Online Education, and the sub-theme of this technical session 3.3 is Emerging Trends and Artificial Intelligence in Digital Transformation. This engaging subsession on emerging trends in AI for digital transformation within the broader context of online education is that in this session, we will navigate the digital transformation and the landscape in the realm of education. Artificial intelligence emerges as a powerful force reshaping the way we teach and learn. In the next few moments, we will explore how AI is revolutionizing the online education, providing new opportunities for students and educators alike. Join us as we dwell in the exciting world of AI-driven innovations and their impact on the future of digital learning. We have eminent speakers and paper presenters who shall be sharing their expertise and insights in this field. I'm delighted to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed chair, Dr. Siti Nazwar Salim, Deputy Dean of Ong Had Salah Graduate School of Arts and Sciences, University of Utara, Malaysia. And our co-chair, Dr. Yash Paul Sharma, a faculty in the Department of Education, Central University of Kerala, under the ITEP program, that is Integrated Teacher Education Program, for gracing us with their presence and leading this significant session at Ctpdcon-Era 2023. I extend a warm welcome to the convener of this track, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, President, Council for Teachers Professional Development, and co-convener for this track, Ms. Jennifer Robinson. Assistant Vice Principal, Science and HOD, French at Indian School AI Wadi AI, Kabir Sultanate of Oman. I feel honored to introduce Dr. Suresh Chandra Pachauri, Professor and Dean in Faculty of Education, Motherhood University, Roorkee, Haridwar. He has been invited as a resource person in many online and offline seminars, webinars, FDPs, and workshop sessions, and he is supervising 4 PhD students and has 8 PhD degrees awarded under his supervision. He is the chief editor of an international journal of education and allied sciences and Education Vision. He has, to his credit, 7 books, 42 research papers and articles published in journals of national fame. He has been also the program in charge of B.Ed IGNU at Study Center in Dehradun. He is also associated with NGOs of social organizations and is a renowned personality. With great pleasure, may I request and invite you, sir, to please present an overview of the plenary session. Dr. Pachauri, am I audible? Am I audible to the participants?
Yes, we can hear you.
Ma'am,
Okay.
you are very
I'm
much.
just waiting for Dr. Pachauri.
Okay.
May I request the technical team to please check with Dr. Pachauri if he is having some technical issues in joining? I think Dr. Pachori is having some issues with the technical issues. So let us move ahead. And it's my honor to introduce our esteemed chair, Dr. C.T. Nazur Salen. Dr. Naz is a senior lecturer in education technology at the School of Education, College of Arts and Sciences, University Utara, Malaysia. Currently, she is the Deputy Dean of Abag Hadsala Graduate School of Arts and Sciences, University Utara, Malaysia. Dr. Naz holds a PhD from Monash University, Australia, and has more than 15 years of teaching experience in higher education. Her research areas include technology integration in education, electronic portfolio, teacher professional development, scholarship of teaching and learning, communities of practice, blended and flipped learning, and digital immersive learning experience. Dr. Naz was the recipient of UUM's Distinguished Teaching Award in 2018. She also actively produced teaching and learning innovations and received several gold medals at national and international exhibitions. Some of the outstanding projects in which Dr. Naz is involved are Create, Share, Collaborate Instructional Design Strategies, Lee Swing, My Port UUM, and Dialects, that is digital immersive learning experience. Dr. Naz is also involved in many digital learning and skills development programs, such as Certified Master Trainer for Virtual Learning Environment Educator, Zabatang Pengajin Tingi MOE, Certified Near-Pod Educator, an online trainer and coach for digital skills related trainings. And she is also actively involved with community development and professional development through community services and free or paid trainings related to digital technology. We welcome you, ma'am, and please accept, as a token of gratitude from the organizers of the conference, this virtual memento.
Thank you, Dr. Akansha Srivastava. Thank you for inviting me. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, ma'am, we can hear you. And with your guidance, we are confident that this session will be a resounding success, leaving a lasting impact on all the participants. May I invite Chair Dr. C.T. Nazur Salen to deliver her address. It's all yours, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, please allow me to share my screen.
Ma'am, you are a co-host, so you can share the screen.
Yeah, I'm sharing it now. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, can you see my screen sharing?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so good morning, and thank you so much once again to Dr. Akansha Srivastava, the moderator for these sessions. Professors, doctors, esteemed educators, researchers, and to all the guests for this event on the Ctpd conference, Council for Teachers Professional Development Conference for 2023. So congratulations for the organizations of this inaugural event, and I am very honored, and delighted to be invited as the chair for these sessions. And I think the topic that has been chosen for these plenary sessions is a topic that holds a key to transforming teacher education, and by extensions, the quality of our students. So as been introduced just now, my name is Dr. Siti Nazwa Sailin, or you can just call me Dr. Nas. Yeah, I'm more familiar as Dr. Nas. And I also would like to thanks to Professor Biswas. I'm not sure whether she's here or not today, for introducing me and recommending me, yeah, to be part of this event. All right, so in this address speech, yeah, I will be covering or I will be exploring some issues related to emerging trends and artificial intelligence in digital transformation, especially in teacher education, yeah, which is the sub-themes, yeah, for the sessions. And for my presentation, the title is Digital Transformation and AI, Artificial Intelligence, yeah, in teacher educations. So in my address today, I will be talking briefly related to the introductions on digital transformation in teacher education, the role of artificial intelligence or AI in shaping teacher training. And then we will look at some of the emerging trends, yeah, in AI and their applications in the teacher education. Okay, and then we will look at some of the real world examples of how AI or artificial intelligence can enhance teacher educations. And then definitely when we talk about digital transformation and when we talk about artificial intelligence, there's some challenges that we have to address, and definitely it is also concerned on ethical issues. Yeah. So finally, maybe I can conclude with some way forward on how we can envision the future of teacher education in AI. All right. So for this slide, actually you can get along with me, okay, and get my slide at okay, I'll put it at the chat, yeah, bit.ly.com / drnas underscore Ctpd. Is it Ctpd 2023? Okay, bit.ly. All right, so maybe you can join me and have a look at the slide, and then you can actually interact with me, yeah, at the chat comments or at the comments there. And this is actually one of the AI tools that I've been using, yeah, for today's session. All right, so let's move forward. Okay, so just for the introduction on the digital transformation in teacher education, I think it is signifies, yeah, a comprehensive integrations of digital technologies, data-driven insights, and innovative pedagogical approach. Okay, as we are all teacher educators, we cannot run from talking about pedagogical approaches. So it is about equipping educators with the tools and the skills, yeah, that are needed to excel, yeah, to be excellent in the digital era. And we are hoping that by being excel in the use of digital technology and artificial intelligence, we can ultimately benefit our students. And why it is important that we look at the digital transformation in teacher education? Because I think the answer is twofold. Okay, first, to empower educators with the skills that they are needed to effectively teach, yeah, in the digital age. And in turn, okay, as a result, we hope that it will improve students' outcomes and also their readiness for the future. Okay, because we are now in the digital era, okay, and our students, they are all digital natives that will be facing the industrial revolution. So it is very important for us to actually improve ourselves as the educator, and at the same time, we are preparing our students for the future. So the need for digital transformation in teacher education is actually undeniable, because primarily it's driven by several factors. Okay, for example, we can see that there are lots of changes, yeah, in the educational landscape. Okay, for example, due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, so it's a demanding that all classroom, okay, have to be more technology infused. Okay, and teachers definitely must be proficient in leveraging digital tools for more effective instructions. And it is also the needs actually for personalized learning. So we can see that the AI plays an important role in enhancing classroom environments, classroom approach, pedagogical strategies, and so on. So it is hoped that the digital transformation would enable personalized learning pathways for educations, and at the same time, it would allow for us, as the educators, to focus on the areas that needs improvement, especially in terms of our pedagogical strategies. All right. Next, the role of artificial intelligence in teacher education. Well, actually, we can see that the artificial intelligence is becoming kind of like, something that is very in thing now. Okay, I believe that all of us are aware on the emerging trends of artificial intelligence, and not only related to the tasks, okay, in improving or efficiency of our tasks, but also in assisting educational approaches as well. Okay, so just as an example, the slide that I'm preparing today is prepared using Gamma.ai. So it is one of the AI applications that we can use freely, okay, and get it from the internet, and it will assist us on preparing presentation slides. Okay, we just need to prompt them, review the contents, okay, give inputs, okay, and the applications can help us to be more efficient in terms of designing the presentation. So we don't have to waste our time to design the presentation from scratch. Okay, but definitely we have to use it cautiously, and consider the technical aspects as well as the ethical concerns. Okay, because we do not want to be involved in like plagiarism issues and things like that. So we have to put our thinking, our ideas, in the prompts, so that the contents, even though it is being generated by the AI, it is actually ours. The originality is still there. All right. So that's one of the roles of artificial intelligence in shaping teacher training. So we can see that first, AI can actually personalize professional development, okay, and it can become a catalyst for innovation and efficiency, because through AI algorithm, it can actually analyze teacher strengths, weaknesses, as well as preference, and it can offer tailor-made professional development plans. So there are lots of applications that we can use, that we can adopt, that we can, explore, from the internet, that can actually help us to be more effective, to be more efficient, in our teaching professions. And I think one of the main things that artificial intelligence offer is in terms of the data-driven insights. Okay, so AI actually can help educators and teachers, no matter whether in-service teachers or teacher trainers, to gain insights from the amount of data. Because we are now in the era of big data. We have so many data related to our students, related to our teaching performance, related to students' assessments, and things like that. And actually, all those data are very valuable, and it can be used to pinpoint areas where additional supports or training is required. So, for example, in my teaching practices, I use lots of digital technologies, okay, that previously just designed for the purpose of formative assessment, like quizzes, Kahoot, Socrative, and so on. But now all these applications, they already embed AI, AI in their applications. So we have so many advantages, in using those applications, where we can actually store all the performance, the data related to our students' performance, and we can use it, yeah, to provide insights on our students' achievements, performance, and what areas that needs improvement. All right, so that's are some of the rules on. Okay, so there's a recording. Okay, on the rules of artificial intelligence, yeah. And then if we look on the emerging trends, yeah, emerging trends in AI and their applications in teacher educations, well, actually, these are the three main areas, yeah. When we talk about artificial intelligence, we will encounter first about machine learning. So machine learning is actually adaptive learning platform that tailors content to individual teachers' need. And it can be very valuable because it can address specific professional development areas. Okay, so for example, there are platforms, yeah, for example, a platform like Dreambox that been used to adapt maths lesson, yeah, to teach teachers unit strengths and challenges. Okay, and then when we talk about artificial intelligence, we are also dealing with natural language processing. So natural language processing is a language that understanding AI, okay, language understanding AI that assists teachers in analyzing and improving, yeah, students. It can be in terms of communication skills, yeah, reading skills, writing skills, and so on. Okay, so for example, there are tools like WriteLab, okay, WriteLab that can be used to actually provide automated writing feedback. Okay, it can also help teachers to enhance their communication skills, okay, communication with the students as well as with the peers. Okay, and there are also another trends, yeah, in AI that is called as computer vision, in which tools with computer visions can actually have the capabilities to help educators to enhance the classroom management and engagement techniques. Okay, so normally it has a learning management system platform within. Okay, for example, Classcraft. Yeah, Classcraft is a very popular application that can be used. Okay, and it use computer visions, yeah, to gamify classroom. Okay, so if you are into a gamification approach, you can actually look at this kind of tools like Classcraft, yeah, so that we can gamify the classroom, we can gamify the classroom management, yeah, as well as to improve students' engagement. Okay, and then these are some of the examples, yeah, of AI enhanced applications, okay, that can be used in teacher training programs. So as I mentioned just now, now we are talking about personalized learning paths. So we want to give our students a personalized learning experience. So by using AI, we can actually analyze, yeah, students as well as teacher strengths and areas for personal growth. Okay, and for example, there are platforms like EdTech platforms such as Newton. Okay, Newton that use AI to create a personalized learning path. Okay, it is full of resources and costs, yeah, based on individual needs. Okay. All right. Is there any concerns or feedback throughout? Yes? No. All right. Shall I continue? Okay. If you have anything, if you have any concerns, please put it in their Gamma applications that I share. Okay, so you can put it in the comments here. So afterwards, I can have a look at it and perhaps I can address it during the closing sessions, okay, later on. All right. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so in terms of feedback and assessments, okay, AI also provides lots of applications that we can use to like, you know, doing assessment activities, formative assessment, okay, in which we as the educators can track our students' progress, and we can tailor the instructional strategies accordingly. So another examples, instead of the one that I mentioned just now, like quizzes, Kahoot, Socrative, and so on, there are tools like ScribeSense, okay, ScribeScan, in which it can be used to analyze classroom conversations, and it can also provide feedback, yeah, to teachers on their communications and engagement techniques. Okay, and other than that, we can have a look at classroom observation tools. Yeah, for example, which is referring to the computer vision just now, in which it can be used to evaluate classroom interaction as well as students' engagement. Okay, and it actually helps teachers in preparing more effective strategies. Okay, and there are tools, for example, Insight Advanced, okay, that use video analysis and computer vision to provide insights into classroom practice. Okay, and by using this kind of applications, it can actually help teachers, yeah, to refine their instructional methods. Okay, so that's some of the real world examples, yeah, that we can have. All right, so moving forward, I think it is very important when we talk about digital transformation and artificial intelligence, yeah, it is very crucial that we consider about challenges, yeah, challenges and ethical consideration. Okay, because it involves data privacy and security. Okay, it involves algorithmic bias as well as ethical professional development. So I don't want to elaborate this further, but as we embrace AI in teacher education, definitely we have to make sure that we safeguard data privacy and ensuring robust security as our paramount importance. Okay, and it is very important as an educator for us to make our students also aware, yeah, related to data privacy and security, especially when we are using the applications at the public space, at the public platforms, yeah, using public, public space like computer labs at the university, colleges, and so on. So they have to be very careful and always look out from their accounts as well as clear the cache, yeah, to ensure that their data is secure. Okay, and then it is also important to address our bias, yeah, to ensure fair and inclusive AI implementations, because we want to promote equality as well as accessibility in educations. Okay, and I think as a teacher educator, okay, as a professionals in educations, we have to consider ethical professional development. Okay, even though we want to be ourselves in our career, but definitely we have to use artificial intelligence technology cautiously, properly, in a proper manner, and definitely we have to take care of all other ethical issues and concerns. All right, okay, moving forward, these are some of the things that I think we can envision the future of teacher educations with AI. And I think we can see it now, yeah, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, we are now at the post-pandemic, and we can see that the educational landscape is changing. Okay, I'm not sure what is happening in India. Perhaps we can, I will have an idea. I will have some insights, yeah, during your presentations afterwards. But in Malaysia, currently, we are really focusing into high flex educations, or what we call it as hybrid and flexible, yeah, educations, where we are using the combinations of digital technologies, online and offline, yeah, to cater students' needs. Okay, so we would expect continuous learning Okay, because in the future, AI will enable continuous learning. It will be facilitating personal growth, and it will provide opportunities for educators at every stage of their careers. And it is also very, demanding that the AI can actually be integrated into teacher educations, because it can assist us, and it will lead to improve students' outcome, fostering students' engagement, critical thinking, and creativity. All right. And other than that, I think we can expect global collaborations, global collaboration in which the use of AI will actually bridge geographical boundaries. Okay. And I think this is what is happening now. I'm here in Malaysia joining a conference in India, synchronously. That's one of the things when we talk about digital transformation. But with AI, we can have more interactive, engaging conversations with the helps of, artificial engines, and so on. Okay, so we do hope that global collaborations will be more encouraging at the future. Okay, we can collaborate and share best practices. Okay, and hopefully it will enrich the teaching methodology. And other than that, AI also empowered accessibility. Okay, in which education will become more accessible. Okay, throughout the nations, throughout globally, internationally, and for diverse backgrounds of students. Okay, and as I mentioned just now, personalized learning experience, it is something that is very demanding. Okay, all of our students have a different needs. Okay, and there requires a more personalized learning experience. And I think last but not least is on the data-driven decision. As I mentioned just now, we are in the era of big data. Okay, so with the digital transformation, artificial intelligence technologies, Internet of Things, we can actually make decisions more fast, more accurately, based on the data that we have. Okay. All right, so that's are some of the things that we can envision, about the future of teacher education with AI. So yeah, I think briefly that's what I want to talk in this address sessions. But I really hope that through the presentations afterwards, I think we have like 9 presentations, perhaps 10, including the address by the co-chair. Okay, I really looking forward, to know what is happening in India, especially related to digital transformations and artificial intelligence in education. So with that, I would like to welcome everyone once again, and please share your thoughts, your opinions, your concerns, regarding digital transformations in these sessions. All right, so I'm looking forward to hear from all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was a wonderful session, and your insights have left an indelible mark on all of us. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Sure, welcome.
Now, moving ahead, I feel privileged to introduce our esteemed co-chair, Dr. Yash Paul Sharma. Dr. Sharma is a faculty in the Department of Education, Central University of Kerala under ITEP, that is Integrated Teacher Education Program. He is also a myrmecologist by profession, and Dr. Sharma has discovered new species of ants from Himalayan region with other co-workers and published his research work in international and national journals with high impact factors and citations. Prior to joining the Central University of Kerala, Dr. Sharma worked with Central Institute of Education Technology, NCERT, New Delhi, in various ambitious projects of Ministry of Education, Government of India, and NCERT, like the Department of National ICT Curriculum, National Repository of Open Educational Resources, SWAYAM MOOCs, and PM Vidya. Dr. Sharma has done a lot of innovation research in STEM education and was awarded for his innovative work in augmented and virtual reality for science education at national level. Dr. Sharma has been a part of various high-level meetings and events like managing the PM Pariksha Pe Charcha, National Kala Utsav, National Yoga Olympiad, etc. He has delivered keynote addresses in international conferences and has conducted about 250 sessions for faculty development programs and conferences in various universities, SCRTs and SIEs and other institutes across the country. We eagerly anticipate the insights and discussions that will unfold under your guidance, sir. And we'll also request you, sir, to please accept as a token of gratitude from the organizers of the conference this virtual memento.
Thank you very much, ma'am, and a very happy good morning to all of you. So thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. And now, so just accept this virtual memento from our side. Thanks a lot for being there, sir.
Thank you once again, ma'am.
Thank you. Now, we are going to commence with the paper presentations. Let me reiterate and request the presenters to be concise and adhere to the limit of 7 minutes. This is a request. Please adhere to the limit of 7 minutes for your presentation and 3 minutes for the question answer round. And without further ado, I'd like to invite Chair Dr. Satin to officially commence this session, and Co-Chair Dr. Sharma. We look forward to your valuable contributions throughout the session and the dynamic synergy you will create with Dr. Satin. Dr. Satin and Dr. Sharma, should we start? Should we commence with the paper presentation?
Yeah, sure, ma'am, sure.
Thank you. And Dr. Satin, should we start? Okay, so we take it as a yes, and now we are starting with the paper presentations. So let me invite, do we have Dr. Shal Dhaka with us? Let me unmute.
Ma'am, she is there.
Yeah, so let me unmute her.
You can make him or her the co-host so that
Yeah,
they will be.
Yeah, just doing that. So, yeah. Dr. Shal, you are the co-host now. So Dr. Shal is an associate professor, and she is going to present the paper titled E-Learning Revolution, a deep dive into digital transformation in India. You can start.
Good morning, everyone. Actually, I'm having a slow internet connectivity here, so that's why I will not be able to switch on my video. Is it okay with you all?
We'll prefer, ma'am, if you can open, but...
that I understand the situation, that it is preferred, but still,
yeah.
I apologize for that from this side.
Not an issue, ma'am. You can go
Okay.
ahead with that, but I request to all the participants over here, if you are feeling such an issue, so please share your presentation to the team in advance so that they can screen share from their end, so that you can save that connectivity also. Thank you.
Is the screen visible to you? I have shared my PPT.
Yeah, ma'am. Very clear.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I will continue with it. As you all know that just 1 minute, just. Yeah, topic is e-learning revolution. It is a deep dive into digital transformation in India. I am Dr. Shal Dhaka, Associate Professor in the School of Education, Shobit Institute of Engineering and Technology, Meerut. So this paper is focused mainly on that how the digital transformation has taken place in India. So we will throw light on this, that how it has happened, that what were the factors in the digital transformation. So we will move on to the history of digital transformation in India. In 1980s and 1990s, that there were personal computers were introduced in India, and it is really it was a very transforming situation in the field of education specifically, and moreover to other parts also. And initially, e-learning was confined to computer-based training programs that were offered by corporate offices or organizations, mainly used for their employee training. But in the late 1990s, when IGNOU started the concept of distance learning in education, so they provided course material, and this e-learning transformation, or the beginning of e-learning, was established with the help of IGNOU. Then in the early 2000s, private sectors like Ctpdcon and NIT, they also played a very key role in expanding e-learning in India. Then there were certain government initiatives like a National Mission on Education through information and communication technology that provided quality e-content and digital infrastructure to universities and colleges. And there were emergence of MOOCs in early 2010 that really marked a turning point. And there were certain platforms like Coursera, edX, Udacity. They collaborated with the Indian universities, and they also worked towards high quality education, like democratizing access to e-learning platform. Then COVID-19, of course, we all are aware of it, that that pandemic situation accelerated the growth of e-learning in India. And technological advancement like artificial intelligence driven learning platform, they have also accelerated digital transformation in education, and especially in e-learning. Besides government initiatives and other mindless talk, there are certain e-learning platforms. They were really key players in this progression of e-learning market in India. There were like Byju's, which provided e-learning platform to K-12 students and competitive exam aspirants. Unacademy, it is also a platform for competitive exams for UPSC, SSC. It gained popularity for its live classes and interactive learning community. Then Coursera, it is a global MOOC provider, and it focused on professional development and higher education. edX, it's also collaborated with Indian universities, and it provided courses spanning various domains like technology, business, humanities. Similarly Upgrade, Simply Learn, and Khan Academy, very popularly known for worldwide education and providing free and to anywhere, in any time. Then there were certain market dynamics related to progression of e-learning in India, that market, because of COVID-19 pandemic, it accelerated the growth, which was already there due to digital market. Smartphone usage was there, and already platforms were still there like Swam, but these were accelerated during COVID-19 e-learning, online modes of instruction and even assessment. Everyone experienced that. That diversity of offerings also center, it is also one of the reasons for its market growth, because it caters to all ages and educational background. Then prices and accessibility, it is also one of the key factors, because some of the platforms offered free courses and some charge fees. And still there were some innovative pricing strategies like scholarships and discounts, because to expand their market in e-learning. Then content quality also, gamification and quizzes, assessments means content is improved because it is a world of competition. And this, because there were these platforms, e-learning platforms, they collaborated with universities and industry experts and educators, because they offered accredited courses and certification. So this also enhanced credibility of these platforms. And engagement is also there, user engagement, because these platforms move on to live classes, interactive forums, and peer learning. So the digital transformation in education, there are some drivers and barriers also. First, we will look what are the drivers who accelerated e-learning adoption in India. Obviously, it is rapid evolution of digital technology like LMS and virtual reality, augmented reality. They all expanded the scope of e-learning. And accessibility and flexibility is also one of the drivers of e-learning adoption, because it allows personalized learning experiences that cater to individual needs and preferences. Then customization and personalization is also another factor, because which allows each learner's abilities and learning pace. Cost effective. Now, e-learning resources are available for free and at a lower cost. Moreover, they eliminate the need of physical infrastructure, travel expenses, and printed material. This is also one of the key factor or driver for e-learning adoption. Scalability is also one of the key factor, because it accommodates a large number of learners simultaneously. And now we can reach to broader audience. Then there are still in India, there are some barriers that hinders the progression of e-learning, like digital divide, because there are still some areas where we have the lack of necessary hardware, software, or reliable internet connections. So they are not able to engage in e-learning effectively. Then quality assurance is also one of the factors, accreditation, because there are concerns regarding the quality of e-learning content and credibility of certification. This also hinders adoption of e-learning in India. And teacher and learner readiness also, because learners struggle with self-discipline and time management, because there is no physical classroom structure for them. And
Vishal, I'm sorry to interrupt.
yes,
but time is exceeding. We have crossed 7 minutes. Let me see.
Oh,
Wind up in 1 minute.
okay, ma'am. Just I will wind it up in 1 minute. Then privacy and security concern is also one of the hinder, because data is collected and it is very sensitive. So privacy and security concerns are related to that data. This is also one of the barriers that sometimes there is hesitation in adopting e-learning. Then the government initiatives and policies has really played a key role in transforming India digitally. There was Digital India campaign, which was launched in 2015, that really transformed India with respect to infrastructure development, high-speed internet facilities to rural and remote areas, and making e-learning resources to reaching e-learning resources to wider audience. Then digital literacy also, various initiatives Digital India had introduced to enhance digital literacy, and online platforms, including SWAM, that was launched to give free access to high quality education. The national education policy that was launched in 2020, it is really a landmark reform in India's education system, because it emphasizes on integration of technology, and credit bank is also, ABC is introduced that allow credits for online courses for multiple institutions, and multilingual e-content also, because the NIP emphasizes on multilingual e-content so that it can be accessible to students from diverse linguistic backgrounds. So this policy has been categorized in e-learning enhancement. Then technological innovations like AI and machine learning, they foster engagement and improves learning outcomes by addressing learners' specific challenges. So personalized learning is there. Then collect and analyze vast amount of data so we can offer insight into learners' behavior. Then these AI and ML, they can provide real-time one-on-one tutoring experiences also. This is also one of the technological innovation in e-learning. Then augmented reality and virtual reality, they can enhance engagement, they can provide learning experiences, like learners can explore historical science, they can conduct virtual science experiments, practice surgical procedures in realistic simulations, and virtual reality can simulate surgeries of patients, like practical applicabilities also there. They can, with the help of AR, they can it can provide step-by-step instructions for technical tasks. So impact of e-learning is on educational outcomes. So we see that some e-learning's role in improving learning outcomes, personalized learning goals, and activities that help learners overcome challenges and build on their strength, self-motivation, and it enhances critical thinking, problem-solving skills, and certain skills are also acquired. It improves employability. There are some challenges in assessing e-learning outcomes because of diverse learning environments and learner variability, because we cannot capture full range of e-learning outcomes. Traditional assessment may not adequately measure metacognitive skills like problem solving, communication, and long-term effects cannot be assessed, like employability and career progression. It requires long period follow-up periods. Then data privacy also, it is also means analyze assessment purposes. It is data privacy regulations, we have to adhere to that. So some are the recommendations for sustainable growth for digital transformation in India. Obviously, first one obviously related to infrastructure development, broadband expansion, internet accessibility to be good, low-cost devices, public-private partnership. We should strengthen these. Then quality assurance mechanism like standards and accreditation should be provided, regular audit should be done, and continuous improvement should be given on related to quality education. And teacher training and capacity building, obviously professional development is required for use of e-learning, and peer learning network is also needed. Incentives to be provided so that teachers are more encouraged, motivated to adopt e-learning in education. And obviously, it is one of the factors that content development and relevance. Everyone should have this skills or learn how to develop e-content, how to design our resources, and how it can be taken as a great tool for lifelong learning. Okay, that's all. It's over because I took more time.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Actually, you have exceeded a lot of time. I request all the participants to please be very careful about the timings. There will be a timer on your screen. So keep a watch on the timer so that we don't need to again and again remind for the same thing. Now it's the time for the question answer. Any questions to Dr. Shal for this particular presentation? Participants can put up their queries. You can type a message if anybody wants to ask a question. I can unmute that participant. It's fine. So we'll be moving to the next presentation now in the series. So our next presenter is Ms. Garima, who is a research scholar at Amity University, Noida, Uttar Pradesh. And the title of her presentation is Perception of Disruptive Technology Among Student Teachers. And again, I request to please adhere to the time limit. Ms. Garima, I'm just giving you the rights for the co-host so that so you are a co-host now, Ms. Garima, you can check it.
A very good morning to one and all present here. Okay. This research has been done under the guidance of my Reverend Professor, Dr. Pallavi Kaul ma'am, and she is the Associate Professor at Amity Institute of Education, Amity University, Noida. And it's about perception of disruptive technology among the student teachers. This is what I'm going to share. Has led to the emergence of disruptive innovations that have.
Garima, sorry, if you can please do in a full mode, presentation mode, that will be better.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So these innovations, they demand a paradigm shift in teaching and in the learning methodology, and educators, they need to be adequately prepared to harness their potential. Disruptive technology, it has emerged as a transformative force in education, reshaping the traditional teaching and the learning paradigms. In an era which is defined by the technological progress, education is undergoing a paradigm shift of monumental disruptions. And while disruptive technologies, they herald transformative possibilities, the majority of international schools, they remain rooted in the traditional teacher dependent model, relying heavily on individual educators' prowess in both 21st century skills and subject specific expertise. disruptive technology, you must be aware about it. It refers to the innovations that significantly alters or revolutionize the traditional practices, processes, or the industries. And in education, it can include the learning platforms, educational apps, virtual reality, VR, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, and more to it. In the context of school education, if we talk about it, disruptive technology can reshape the way students they learn and how teachers they instruct. And these technologies, they have the potential to enhance personalized learning, make education more accessible, and improve student engagement. And being aware of the disruptive technology is crucial for student teachers to adapt to the teaching methods and integrate teaching effectively into the classroom. Thereby, it becomes imperative for the researcher to investigate about the perception of student teachers about the disruptive technologies. Moving on. So the objectives of the study are, the first is to explore the knowledge of disruptive technology among the BEd as in Bachelor of Education student teachers. Secondly, is to analyze the perspective of the BEd student teachers regarding disruptive technology. The third one and the last one is to study the awareness of student teachers about effective disruptive technology integration in content delivery. Literature review, if we talk about, these were the studies that I had gone through. So first is Ms. Soman Giri and Anamika Mandal. They had discussed about an investigation on awareness of the BEd student teachers to use information and communication technology in West Bengal. And they raised the issue of alarming change post the coming of COVID-19 in the unprecedented times. ICT, it proved to be a savior and initiated to become an integral part of life. Then Dynamitis, Purvis, and Ivan Antonio Gersha Montalvo, they researched to know the perception of the use of disruptive technology in the teaching learning process in the students of the basic cycles, the faculty of medicine and surgery of the region of the University of Southeast, derived by, and it was derived by the social confinement. Then Yumi Nurin, they in their study, it was found out that the use of augmented reality, it perceived positive responses from students. So this is basically a disruptive research and survey method was used. Simple random sampling was used. There was a self-constructive questionnaire which was shared with the recognized teacher education institutions, the students of those institutions, and they shared their perspective. This is part of a database that holds one type of information. So all these this analysis was done in accordance with the objectives, and there were 97 student teachers who were inquired about all these the questions which will come forth in the slides. And in the first one, only 47.4% student teachers were aware about this. Then meaning of innovation, only 57.7% student teachers, they were aware. Full form of IoT, when we asked them, only 55.7% student teachers were aware. Then when we asked them about the meaning of IoT, only 58.8% were aware, were acquainted with it. And then not an IoT platform, therein 44.3%. Where then the next question was about which of the following is not an application of IoT, 55.7%. Definition of augmented reality, 50.5%. This is in accordance with the second objective, as in regarding the disruptive technology, their awareness about it. So only 54.6% were aware about the game which has recently surfaced. Then about the AI power search engines, 36.1%. Moving on, role of virtual reality in enhancing the instructions, they're in 47.4%. And for this was related to the third objective about about the effect or in the content delivery part, 56.7%. Now, disruptive technology, it has absolutely ameliorated the face of education. If we talk about in the words of Nelson Mandela, so these are the words which are visible on the screen. And this task of ameliorating, of changing, has been shouldered upon the teachers. Otherwise, it is all on all the stakeholders of education, but it's specifically on the teachers. So teachers should be trained in order to give effective training to the students who are the future of tomorrow. Now, from the study conducted to analyze the perception about about the disruptive technology among the student teachers, so it has been found out that not all student teachers, they are well acquainted with the basic facets of technology, and to augment their learning, strenuous efforts must be taken in this regard. At the outset, if we talk about, they must be aware regarding its utility within its prospects, and then post that they must be educated about it through this education can be attained by conducting various seminars, workshops, conferences, symposiums, so on and so forth. And after this, they must be trained for the same, for achieving holistic development. So thus, in a nutshell, I would just like to say that not all student teachers, as I just said, they're cognizant of disruptive technology, the factors which are influencing their awareness and the potential implications for the teacher education program. There is a dire need of educating them about teacher education, so the future generations can benefit from the same. Also, we are all aware about this, that technological advancement, they're no more a far cry. Rather, there have been ameliorations at a fast pace, and it is believed that it will continue at a rapid pace in the near future. Thereby, no stone should be left unturned in the training of student teachers. These are the references, and thank you so much for a valuable time.
Thank you so much, Garima, for being in time. That was so good of you. And now the platform is open for any question answers to Ms. Garima.
Yeah, Garima, it was really good startup of the session. So if we go through the results that we got, so we are very, it has very positive, almost in all the questions that we have asked, the teachers are aware of almost all the things. Maximum teachers are aware of all these things. So there is in a virtual reality, you had given this 57%. I didn't understand actually because it was very fast. What is this?
What is the role of virtual reality in enhancing instructions, as in how can they incorporate this particular facet in their content delivery in the teaching learning process, and when they are doing it. Hanji sir,
one slide further.
This one,
No, next slide. Yeah, here this 57.
Yes, sir.
6.7. What it is actually?
What is the utility of VR in case of special needs? Special needs, we are all aware about. They need a little bit more attention than the mainstream, the students who belong to the mainstream education. So for them, what steps can be incorporated by the student teachers so that effective delivery can be given in the teaching learning process, thereby benefiting the learners with special needs? So this was a question that was asked to them, that what is the role of VR if we are incorporating this particular technology for special needs students? So how is it going to benefit them? Is there any role of VR, or it's definitely not going, it's not of any use for the special needs learners? So that was the basic ideology behind asking this particular question.
Okay, so that's a really good thing, but I wish this was a theoretical. If you actually go for some actual VR and asking that questions to them, because I'm developing content for all these AR, VR, and I also wish if you could have asked the questions regarding augmented reality, that if the teachers know that there is any app developed by the government of India or any institution within the ambit of government of India in augmented and virtual reality and disruptive, that will be actually I think maybe you can ask this in the future and try it some of the content, because in NCERT we launched that app in 2017 itself. Okay, so it's really working very well, and the new version is already updated to PME with their AR. Earlier it was ePathshala AR. So thank you for your session. So please go ahead, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Yeah, that was a real great input, Dr. Sharma, and I hope Garima you will be incorporating that.
Yes, ma'am, definitely. Thank you so much.
Okay, you can stop sharing your screen. Thanks a lot. Now we are moving ahead with our next participant, and she's Ms. Payal Mittal, who is a research scholar at GD Goenka University, Gurugram, and her topic is integration of ChatGPT AI-powered tool into language education. Ms. Payal, you have been made the co-host, so you can start with your presentation.
Good morning, everyone. Ma'am, I'm not getting the way to present my screen.
There will be a share screen option. You are a co-host now. You can share it from there.
Ma'am, I'm searching for it, but it's not coming on my screen. Yes, ma'am, it's there. Yes, it's there.
Okay.
Yes. I hope you all are just able to see my screen.
Yeah, that's fine, Ms. Payal, but just make it in the presentation mode.
Okay, ma'am.
And please adhere to the time limit also.
Sure, ma'am. I'll try my best. So the topic of my presentation is the integration of ChatGPT, that is AI-powered tool, into the language education. As Dr. Nas has already has made you aware about the things that is available in AI, that is artificial integration. So I'm not wasting my time into that. So I'm just briefing what is it, artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence, it's all about the recreation of human intellect by machines. So as compared to the human capacity, AI, artificial intelligence, can analyze enormous volumes of data considerably faster and make predictions that are more accurate. So this is the main point of artificial intelligence that this attracted many users to incorporate this AI into their applications. So there are three main technologies that AI used. But one is machine learning, and other is deep learning, and other is the NLP, that is natural language processing. And with these three kind of you can say the learning or the technology, artificial intelligence is incorporated in one of the major tools that have been used nowadays, and it is called ChatGPT. Now, the main use of ChatGPT is the use of this ChatGPT in the language education. We can enhance in our language learning classroom. We can enhance the language learning experience of the students by using this ChatGPT in our classrooms. So nowadays, this AI-generated chatbot called ChatGPT has attracted the attention of everyone, because first of all, the full form of ChatGPT is generative pre-trained transformer, and it is a chatbot which mimics human-like text and with whom a user can communicate with. So with the help of vast amount of online data, this ChatGPT has been trained to respond like a human being on the various subjects. So this was first developed by a non-profit AI research lab by Elon Musk and Sam Altman in November 2022. And this is very shocking that when ChatGPT made its first appearance in the public domain, and within a week, it has more than 1 million subscribers. So with the ChatGPT, we can do many tasks like writing code, creating music and poetry, creating content, collecting recipes, even seeking relationship counseling also. So ChatGPT responds to the question and statement fluently, identical to like a typical person, even though they do not genuinely understand the language as a human do. This is one of the limitation in ChatGPT, or you can say in the artificial intelligence. So you can, yes, ma'am.
आपकी slides move नहीं हो रही है. It's the only आपकी title slide ही दिख रही है.
Ma'am, I don't know, but यहाँ से तो मैं move कर रही तो हो रहा है.
I can see only the title slide. Is it visible to others? The other slides? Yeah, now that they are moving.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. So now how you can, the first question that comes to our mind while using ChatGTP, how we can access this ChatGTP. So first of all, you have to set up a free account on the website called chat.openai.com, which gives you a limited in the free package. And for extra benefit, if you want some other extra benefit of this or some extra features of this this platform, you have to subscribe for a ChatGTP Plus with the cost of $20 per month. And recently, on 26th September 2013, it announced that it has been announced that ChatGTP Plus users will able to have voice conversation with ChatGTP, and they can include images in conversation also. So this is another benefit that is available for the people who have subscribed for the ChatGTP Plus, and it is not available for the package which is in the free package. So you can ask in the ChatGTP when you incorporate this ChatGPT in language education. In that you can ask practically anything, and it will respond with the most pertinent and accurate information. You can enter the question instantly. It gives you a response much like a search engine. But the basic difference between like a Google Chrome and the ChatGTP is that search engine display a lots of website related to your query, and you have to select the particular specific website, article, or blog related to your topic. But in ChatGTP, only one result is displayed at your screen, in your chat window. And if you don't like that response given by the ChatGTP, you can regenerate response. And if you think it is not enough, after that, now this is the way how you can familiarize with ChatGTP. You have to go to that website chat.openai.com, and you have to log in with your account. And this is the way how your screen will look at when you just log in into ChatGTP, and it gives you many features where you can copy the this is the prompt window here at the down, where you can type your question and it will give you the response at the screen. And where when it gives the answer, you can copy the content, you can give the approval, you can disapprove the answer, and you can then regenerate the answer as per that. And at the left side, there is the history of the past conversation, and you can just click on any past conversation you just had, and you can just restart that conversation again with the ChatGTP. This is how it looks like and how you can just interact with ChatGTP. After that, this is some of the literature review that I just had gone through. Many of the authors, many of the scholars like Kansky E. et al. And Beskaras F.R. Mukatro, Bayadu Anu, and Anais, Edholzler, and Edipute, they are just give their suggestions and recommended after just doing the explorative study about how ChatGTP can be incorporated into language education. They just came out with the many shortcomings and many advantages, like this transformation tool of ChatGPT in education just provide a numerous prospect to improve student learning and support instruction work. Like that. And one of the important research in ChatGPT, the incorporation of ChatGPT done by the John and Lee in 2023, they just try to collaborate AI teachers. They just try to see the AI teacher collaboration with the emphasis on understanding the complementary function they play in education. So they found out by just doing the research on 11 language teachers who use ChatGPT over the course of 2 weeks. So they just found out that the 4 roles that ChatGPT played are interlocutor, content provider, teacher assistant, and evaluator. And there are also the teacher role. There are 3 roles for the teachers. And these roles are the coordinate various resources of quality, pedagogical decision, and turning students into active investigators. And last is raising AI ethical awareness. These are the roles that they are just found out for the teachers. So by the collaboration of teachers and this AI ChatGPT, we can do wonders in our language classroom and make our language classroom more interactive and more experiencing for our students. Now, everything just come in a package. There are a positive aspect and a negative aspect. Now, in case of ChatGPT, just everything, all the responsibility just is on the shoulder of teachers. So they have to give the balanced view or the balanced application of this ChatGPT into language education. So first of all, let me just start with the positive aspect. As this chat would provide language input, it engaged learner by the regular conversation exercise, it makes your learner more active and more engaging. You can practice your language skills anytime, anywhere at its ChatGPT available 24/7. It may adapt. It means it is customized your everything that is given out by the ChatGPT according to the competence level of the learner's need. It gives you also the authentic interactive language learning environment, and this is where there are many positive aspects of using ChatGPT, and many negative aspects are also there, as it cannot interact with the like the human beings too. You cannot have the feedback like the human beings, and you cannot just totally rely on it, as it do not give the 100% accurate information. And its originality is also criticized because it just gives the answer which are largely paraphrased, which are previously published work. So no citation and no sources are given by the ChatGPT. So these are the some of the negative aspects. I don't have so much time, so just I'm going to conclude my presentation here. So aim of designing ChatGPT is to have human-like communication. User do not require any special skill to use it. ChatGPT allow user to enter their queries in text prompt and rapidly generate text responses. So it is a conversational agent, and it is indisputable that nothing can surpass the guidance of dedicated teacher who acts as a guide and friend for the student, and deep relationship with emotional connection in personal communication that a teacher provides to student. So we cannot say that technologies or this artificial intelligence is going to replace the teacher. Teachers have their own value, and the technology has their own role. So with the collaboration of both AI as well as the teacher, we can just make an experiment in our classroom and make a good or authentic or experience learning environment create learning environment for the students. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Payal. That was a good presentation. And now the platform is open for question answer. I request the participants to put up their queries. If you need to ask any question, you can drop a message and I can unmute you. So any questions for Ms. Payal? No questions coming. I think, Ms. Payal, if I can put up a question that, can you tell some very specific language concept that you can teach using ChatGPT, and how? And just in 1 or 2 minutes.
Yes, ma'am. ChatGPT just help teachers to just make a ready-made lesson plan, or you can say the customized lesson plan that can save your time. It helps you in just have the feedback. It's give you the ready-made the comprehension passages according to your learner's need. It gives the summary and the paraphrasing and everything that can save your time, and it will also just give you to provide a tool to just give you the authentic resources where you can experiment, give or just provide create the teaching learning experience for the students according to their needs. You can have the tool for the authentic resources.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Payal. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You can stop your video now. So now we are moving to our next paper presentation, and that is by Dr. Alpna Sharma. She is an assistant professor at Sanjay TT College, Lalkoti, Jaipur, Rajasthan. And the title of her paper is Concept of Artificial Intelligence in Education in Modern India. You have been made the co-host, ma'am. You can start with your presentation.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्ति रूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्ये 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 नमो नमः. I hope I am audible to everyone. Hello, am I audible to everyone,
Yes,
ma'am?
You are audible.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. First of all, I would like to wish each and everyone happy Navratri. Is the first day of the 9 auspicious day, and this is the international conference we are on the platform on. So we should celebrate this with our healthy feelings that we are the one who are the carriers of this culture. So I wish each and everyone happy Navratri, the first day of our 9 auspicious day. And I'm going to share my PPT. 1 minute. What is happening? Ma'am, I'm not able to share. Please, can you help me? I'm clicking on the share button, the share which is being seen. And after that, I'm not able to proceed further.
Ma'am, it must be some technical issue at your end because we have made you the co-host. So just try it once again. If it's not working, I can call the next one and you can check it then.
Ma'am, let me start with, and I'll finish up without then presentation if it is not sharing, because
No,
I had
we-
made it.
we-
I had
we
made
need
it
the
and I'm
presentation.
trying.
Dr. Alpana, needing the
Yes,
presentation.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I have clicked on the button that share. Now it is not further proceeding. Just a minute, ma'am. Are you able to see the screen?
Not yet.
Okay, not yet. Share. Now is it visible?
Not yet, ma'am.
Now is it seen?
Just be ready. नहीं, ma'am, आपका mobile screen दिख रहा है. It's not your presentation.
Okay. It will be seen, ma'am. 1 minute. Now what is seen, ma'am? Are you able to see some PPT type? It has been opening.
Yeah.
I hope. 1 minute. Let me start. So I'll manage with that. My topic is concept of artificial
Okay, so, ma'am,
intelligence in
I think
slideshow.
Yeah, slideshow, and
I'm trying.
rotate your phone.
Actually, I'm not in practice of rotating my phone in daily, so I'm doubtful if I skip out of the session, and I don't want to do that. I request you, that may be a drawback from my side. Please bear with that, please. It's a humble request, sir.
Yeah, it's okay, Dr.
I'll try.
What I'm
To
saying
begin,
is a little fast because we have already.
Yes, you
don't.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'll manage with that. In the beginning, first of all, I would like to congratulate Sanjay sir and the entire organizing team for giving us this platform and providing us to share our views in the latest topics which are dealing with the education sector. What is artificial intelligence is being discussed already by two of the speakers who are before me. So I'm not going to take much of the time regarding what is artificial intelligence, because is there something who wants to speak? Some noise was there in between.
No, you carry on, ma'am.
Yes. So artificial intelligence is being discussed before also. So I'm not going to discuss that in detail because my focus is with the student teacher relationship, and when we are focusing in thinking of education, that too in India, which is an overpopulous country and is still struggling with so many aspects to how can it get each and every one of you can entertain and get accustomed and used to knowledge of this artificial intelligence. So we all know that artificial intelligence, it already refers to the application of technologies in the field of education. So the main aim of it is to facilitate the learners with flexible, personalized, and engaging learning along with different tasks. So various applications are being there in of artificial intelligence. In short, I'll tell intelligent tutoring systems. We all know that the learner data, curriculum, individual needs are being planned up in the software, and it is being provided to the learners of today's generation. And adaptive learning, again, the same thing. Algorithms analyze students' performance data, and it is designed in such a proper way which fulfills the need of the learner. Then comes the automated grading and the feedback system. Feedback is really an important aspect for learner, because until unless you get an appreciation, or until unless no one tells you that what are the points you can improve, the learner is not satisfied. And once you are not satisfied, the drive to learn further, it is just stops. It stops. So you have to give importance to the feedback. So that is why the students are more and more attracted towards the artificial intelligence technologies. Now, in the previous section, natural language processing, NLP, is being discussed in detail. The question answer sessions, the intelligent chatbots, these are all held to solve the queries of students. Intelligent content creation is being done, like simple quizzes, exercises are being made, where the student, according to the self-learning pace, wherever he is, according to his own timings, uses that and gets the proper feedback to motivate his or her learning. Virtual reality and augmented reality technologies are being used, and they are facilitated to use these at any point in any subject. And still the software people who are working hard, they are making things easier. Making things easier for the students. Intelligent learning management systems, already we have used them more rapidly during the COVID. We had faced a very bad time during that. Before that also we had technology, but its more use was dealt in the period of COVID. So each and every family were using mobile phones, smartphones, and however, if they were not even aware much of it, but still they showed group learning, group discussions, how to cope up, because they had sufficient time to learn technology. So even the citizens who were of the above generation, they started showing interest, and many of them became very good learners. So there are still, in this slide I have discussed in advantages also being shown. Like if you see the advantages, unbiased decision making, you can see it is a machine, because machine is doing everything. So reduction in human error, more accuracy, more accurate results are there, unbiasedness is there, the better risk taking capacity is there, and it is available 24/7 times, that is hours. And disadvantages are, that is, it is a machine, so it is emotionless. Sometimes we have to change our decisions when the situations we are facing are changing. So that quality is given by God to human. So that change can be done by human and human mind. But until unless that program is being framed in the brain of that machine, he or she, that machine cannot cope up with the changing situation. This is a drawback. High production cost is there. It is highly costly. The things are not so easy to avail. Lack of ethics, moral codes and conducts, no improvement. You can see it's a machine. How much data input you are going to get the same type of output. So I'm not reading about the artificial intelligence, personalized learning, you know about it, assessment, feedback. Now there are many challenges. You can see risks, that is over-reliance of the artificial intelligence. There is lack of universal access qualities are not available, that is ethical use of transparencies are there. And then data privacy and security, as the second speaker, that ma'am, some surname I remember, Dhaka, she actually stressed more about this data privacy and security. When she read her paper, she presented her paper, and she has discussed already about how there is chances that your privacy or the data can be leaked out. Algorithm bias, this was discussed by her. Present in the data, so the biasness can be there. I'm going to give stress that how the government of India has taken initiative to popularize artificial intelligence in education. The very common thing is we are having in the education sector nowadays is NEP 2020. Each and every time, this is such a popular word which is being discussed every time, that how to implement and each and every place in our country. But there are many problems also faced by school sector, even the college sector. So they are scared of implementing the NEP 2020, which is also recommending the use of artificial intelligence in our curriculum. NCERT has started the process of developing new national curriculum framework school education during the potential of adding introductory courses in the secondary level. The CBSE has also added some of the parts in their syllabus. National Strategy for AI, Niti Aayog has published the National Strategy for Artificial Intelligence, where it has identified 5 crores areas of the application of artificial intelligence that includes education, healthcare, agriculture, smart classes, etc. Education is being provided to a great extent in the remote areas also, because there are many areas in our country which are not very reachable, you can say, in the geographical conditions also. So even they are much, for them also it is very easy, but the things are not so cheap, you can say. They have to be, the things are very costly. So the government is planning and taking initiative that these technologies should be made available not only to the upper class, but each and every sector, to the government schools and colleges, and so then the whole of the mass of the country can come up with the same positive attitude, and not that only few people are feeling proud to use this technology. Only then we can become very techno savvy, when each and every person in the citizen in our country is saying, yes, I am able to understand what do you mean by artificial intelligence. I know understand how to use how to prepare for my exams, because there is a great amount of people who are unaware of these technologies. So there is a big scope for the researchers that how to use their knowledge in implementing these technologies, and making other people also aware of these technologies and use them in a friendlier way. So I'm going to conclude, the future of AI in education holds great potential for further evolution and expansion, progress in natural language processing, machine learning, and adaptive learning, and new possibilities, enabling the sophisticated and precise personalized learning. AI will continue to have a pivotal role in offering targeted interventions and support to cater to the diverse needs of students, promoting inclusively with the realm of education. So I just stop hereby and continue. Yes, ma'am. I have stopped my discussion. Now I can have any questions and any queries. And even I would like other presenters also to add any initiative, because I have worked on artificial intelligence. I have the great source of secondary data to be which I have collected from the surveys, both government surveys and books and everything. And because I have a keen interest in developing and knowing about the new technology and using as a teacher educator, and even tell my scholars how to use them. Are you able to listen to me?
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much for the presentation.
So is there any query or any additional advice? So I will always.
Let me ask, ma'am. So
Yes,
if there are any questions, you can ask to Dr. Alpna.
Dr. Alpna Sharma.
Yeah, Dr. Alpna Sharma is there to answer your questions. If you have any queries, you can put them up. I think,
yes,
ma'am,
some.
So thank you so much for the presentation. You can stop sharing the screen now.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Now we are moving ahead to the next presentation, and that is by Mr. Ashish Sharma, who is a research scholar at Galgotia University, Greater Noida. And the title that he is going to present is AI-based applications for schools and HEIs. Mr. Ashish, you have been made the co-host, so you can start with your presentation.
Hello.
Hanji, Ashish, will
Yes.
you be able to
Good morning.
present,
Yeah,
or I
ma'am,
should be sharing the PPT?
No, ma'am. I need your help to present the PPT.
Okay. Okay. Now you can see.
So Yeah, this is visible, ma'am. Thank you for your support and good morning to all, one and all here. So I am Ashish Sharma, presenter, and I'm research scholar here at Galgotia University. So my focus was to AI-based application for the schools. So specifically, all of my co-presenters and respected Dr. Naz has already set the tone for the AI in the education. So I'm not going to talk a lot about AI, how it is working and what is it is going to do it. So in the presentation, I'm going to focus on during the last 2 to 3 years, what I did in to explore this thing. So in the field of education, what I did, I was exploring more, I was more fond of and exploring the application which were easily available for the kids. So in that journey, I tried with the Hello English app, which was easily available on the platform, and I connected with the organization and tried to use for my students in the classroom. So they used, and but after some time, I found it was a little less controlled with the, and it was focused with the grammar part. So I was again trying to use something I will be able to get, and how AI is going to impact on the learning level of the student. In that journey, I found many other applications were available easily on the platform, and they were free of cost. Like, can you, ma'am, please next the slide? Yes, a little more. Next. Yeah. So it was next, ma'am. Next. Yeah, next one. Yeah, this one, ma'am. Wait for a second. So this is all actually based on different recommendation has been given by the, national and international organizations, and the findings were based on some other research literature reviews that they have people have were already using. So I found one application. It was the Chimple app. It is a AI powered application. It has been used and awarded internationally. Can you please go on the next slide? So it was internationally used. I connected closely with the, first I tried with the international school, Indus International School, and also I connected with the founder of the person, Mr. Dinesh Kumar, who manufactured the Robo Shalu. So all exploring all these platform, I found the Chimple app was very useful for me because it was easily available, free of cost for the children. So I tried and closely monitor in the field. In my observation, I found the student, it was aligned, the curriculum was aligned with the mathematics, Hindi and English with all the NCRT curriculum. So accordingly, I found it very useful for the students. So it has given somehow extend support to the student at home also, because it was they have proposed two different models. One was to use this application in the one tab, yeah, somewhere in the laptop. So you can use it, and you can present everything within your control in the school itself. But there was another application was available which you can download on your Android phone, and it was a teacher-led but parent support model, and it was giving a additional like support to the student when they go to home with their homework and other things. So within 3 months, as a pilot study before going on my experimental research, I closely monitor, talk with teachers, parents, and students. I saw with I did it with the 40 student of one of city in Haryana, that is Rewari. So I closely monitor the impact of this application, and I found it. Yes, true, absolutely true. There are some because it was focused for classes 1, 2, and 3, and I did it with the class 3 of a student, and I found there was much more need of parents, and the good coordination of the parents and teacher is required, because whenever they are giving the assignment. And why I tried this application, because they are not suggesting, and the students are not supposed to explore practice on give too much time. it is required only 10 to 15 minutes maximum a day to practice on the certain concepts. The 10, we identified 10 different competencies of the mathematics subject on which I need to explore. So during this journey, when I explored all these things, I found this was one application. We can use it, and whatever the application we are asking about, like personalized learning, assessment, all those things, I found it was easily available for the teacher to assess the student where they are going on, how much they have shifted from one level to another level. And another thing is, it has given a lot of enjoyment to the students when not only at within the school campus, but whenever they go to home, they enjoyed a lot with the, and it has been evidented when I attended the PTM of the students, and the parents has given me the reflection. Then yes, you have given something very good, and through which we are able to like support our student for indirectly they are using mobile phone, but now they are learning something. So through some interview of the parents, teachers, and students, and my observation, I reach up to this conclusion that yes, it is very useful, that the AI is changing the our perspective and the way of working, and it is actually multiplying our work. Most of the work which we are handling as a teacher in the school has been controlled. The attendance, we started to use the attendance and those things. So that's why this research, my research is focused more fond of. Yes, I am in my research work. I'm at the last stage where documenting and analyzing. It is the phase where I have to come up with more findings, and I'm sure near future, within 1 month, 2 months, I will be able to come up with more idea that how much it has affected the learning level of students, particularly this application. Right. So this is all from my side. Yes, in the last but not saying key, we reach from where it was saying that key from open classroom to closed classroom, and now we reached at to the like key, everything has been changed now. So these all are the findings, these during this all literature review, and during my personal observation. So ma'am, you can move on the next part. So I can read the conclusion. These are the some recommendation which I have recommended. We identified and tried to recommend key we should integrate this in the teachers training program, whether it is a pre-service, whether it is a in-service. And along with my research, when I go for the teachers training program, I found many of the teachers are required to work. So as a conclusion, yes, we agreed and reached up to the conclusion that it has multiplied the effort of student and teacher, and providing the lot of benefits, personalized learning, tutoring, streamlined the workflow, and improved the accessibility, and automate the grading, and handling, most important, the handling administrative tasks. Because a teacher, I found key most of the time a teacher got worried not to have enough time for children to in the classroom to go for notebook correction. And now the AI is supporting to check somehow like descriptive question. So it is a very good, I found there are various tools and things are available, but it's depend on the level of the classes, you know, as I did at primary stage. So there are certain and some limitations are, yeah, gamified vision is important. Gamification we need to use, and some attractive which can attract the childrens to go. Storytelling kind of things should be there. So with this all, we are recommending that we can use with but within the control. So it will get definitely a good impact on our students and teachers teaching learning aspect. And we are recommending that we can control a lot of in school task using these all AI based technology. Thank you, ma'am. It is all from my side. Anything else you want to ask? yeah, have recommendations so we can incorporate those things in the further work.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ashish. And any questions or queries regarding the presentation, you can ask.
Yeah, that's a very interesting presentation, Doctor. And I want to ask you regarding the you know, like you are talking about the use of AI on the teacher's part, right? So what is the takes or the stand over there in terms of utilizing the AI tools on the students' part? Like previously, we also heard about the use of Ctpdt in the language educations, but it's more on the teachers who are using the technology. But what about the students part of using the technology? Maybe you can share with us.
Yeah, thank you, Professor Naj. It's a very good question, and I'm happy to answer because what the application I have chosen, there are two different versions. One is the one the teacher can download. It's a teacher application, and the another is the student version. So whatever the work is being done by the student as within the class, all the work like how many minutes the students are working on the application and what are the activities they are doing, and these all the Chimple app which I have used actually, it is actually giving the opportunity students to practice upon at more not only on the oral part, but it is giving opportunity to go on the writing parts, like whenever you are writing something, yeah, the correct formation of the letters, at the primary stage. So it is giving the opportunity student to practice there. And after that, when we talk about the recognition of the letter, so they are giving some bubbles and some other gamification kind of things, opportunity student to practice. So every task which the students are doing and practicing as a repetitive practice and the homework, so being recorded automatically. And after a certain duration during the 3 month of period which I have spoken here, as a pilot, so after 15 days, every time I download the reports with the help of organization, and we have monitored and checked that those students are not able to do that. If there is some technical issue, we supported them and we talk individually with the parents, try to motivate them, also encourage them, the children. So it was very much learning for me also, that I enjoyed this journey and reach up to this conclusion. It was actually helpful for as a class. It was for the teacher and student. I enjoyed, and I also joined the same class as a master teacher. Yeah, hope I answered your question, ma'am.
Yeah, that's a very interesting point of view. And me myself, I also learn a lot from my students. Sometimes they are the one who introduced the tools to me. Like for example, the apps that I'm using for my presentation is actually comes from the students' idea that they have been creating presentations and things like that. So yeah, we learn from our students. So we learn from each other. That's great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. And really sorry that due to some technical issue, I could not open my camera, but I tried. Okay. Thank you. Anything else, ma'am? Yeah, any other question?
I'd like to ask one thing. Was this school where you were working, was what it's government school or a private school?
Actually, both are private school, ma'am. It's run by Bharti Foundation. Bharti Foundation is the CSR group of Bharti Airtel Enterprises, and the pilot project has been done there. So I also try to explore how much students are able to do, like the parent support. So yes, after this, what the experimental research I did now, it has been done in a school where I have controlled all the things, like the availability of the technical mobile phones for the parents, the both parents, because in the village when we did the pilot, we found that availability of the phone was one of the major issue, and the electricity
that was the reason I put up this question, because
I did it, ma'am, in the both way in the villages. Those are the private school as well as the private school. You can these are the free of cost school runs through by the Bharti Foundation, equivalent to the government schools. And after that, I did it in a private school.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Ashish.
Welcome, ma'am.
Thanks a lot. Now moving ahead, we are coming to the next presentation. That is by Ms. Mohini Singh, who is the research scholar, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut. And the topic is AI-driven design and implementation of personalized learning pathways, a theoretical framework for enhancing student success in secondary education. Give me a minute, Ms. Mohini, I'll just make you the co-host. Ms. Mohini, you are the co-host now. You can start your presentation.
चलो 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 लगा
Ms. Mohini, are you having some problem?
Hello, ma'am. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
Can you see my screen, ma'am?
Yes, visible, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to start by acknowledging the excellent points made by my fellow presenters. It seems we are all on the same wavelength, which is fantastic. This clearly shows the importance and relevance of the topic we are discussing today. I am Mohini Singh. I'm a research scholar at SVSU Meerut, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University. And my topic is AI-driven design and implementation of personalized learning pathways. So we all know since our first appearance on this planet, humans have been creating and repurposing things to make survival easier, or from harnessing fire, invention of the wheel, printing press, penicillin, and till now computers and internet. We now have the latest, that is artificial intelligence. Though artificial intelligence is not a new concept, it is a very old concept. It started in 1950s by Alan Turing. But the thing is that nowadays, because of ChatGPT, now suddenly everyone is talking about it and it's the talk of the town. So we will discuss today a theoretical framework of how we can use AI for personalized learning in education. And AI is rightly being termed as the fourth industrial revolution. So let me introduce my topic. I'm talking about the personalized learning. So we all know that personalized learning is an educational approach that tailors around each individual student, and each student is given differentiated instruction based upon their potential learning characteristics. Now, it is very difficult for a single teacher to do all that. So AI here is going to help us a lot in this regard. The purpose of the study was to investigate the potential of the same thing. Now, the importance, if we say, of AI-driven personalized learning in education. Basically, what it does is it helps the students to learn at their own pace and in their own way. It helps students to develop their interests and talents and also to become more engaged in their learning. It also helps students to develop important life skills. If I look about the benefits of AI-driven personalized learning for secondary school students, so we do have studies have shown that we have improved student outcomes. There is more student engagement by making learning more relevant and interesting for more students. And also AI-driven personalized learning can help reduce teacher workload by automating tasks such as grading and providing feedback to students. Also, I have observed that by creating a more equitable and inclusive education, the learning process gets much easier. And because AI is the talk of the town, as we have discussed, so now it will also prepare our students for the future careers by teaching them how to learn independently and solve problems creatively. If we see the theoretical framework for AI-driven personalized learning, the four components are data collection and analysis, learner modeling, personalized learning pathway design, and implementation and support. We will look at all of them one by one in very concise way, because I know many of these things we have already discussed, and I'm just going to add on to that. The first step is the data collection and analysis. Now, in that also, the first step is to collect the data. As educators, we can use online assessment platforms like quizzes, Kahoot, or Socrates to create and deliver assessments to your students. We also have learning management systems, LMS like Google Classroom, Canvas, or Moodle to track student interactions with learning materials. Also, we can use surveys from Google Forms or SurveyMonkey to collect data on students' learning preferences, interests, and goals. Old school, but interviews also continue to be an important part of collecting data. Next step is analyzing data. Now, these days, there are many machine learning tools available. Some of them, which are the free versions, are available for trial, are Google Cloud and Amazon SageMaker. So we can use these machine learning tools to analyze student data and identify patterns and trends. The next step will be to use this data to identify students who are struggling and to give them, recommend them a personalized learning activity. The most commonly used are Dreambox Learning or Carnegie Learning. This is already being used in US and other countries. And we can also track student progress like from LMS like Google Classroom and Canvas. Next step, let's come to learner modeling. Learner modeling, there are a number of different approaches for this. The first approach, and which is the most common one, is to use the machine learning from readily available tools. So using the machine learning, we can identify the patterns and trends, and we can create a model for each student's learning needs and preferences. The next thing is that identify students who are at risk of falling behind. We can identify the students who are not performing very well. And then hence we can provide feedback to them. And again, there are many available tools as discussed by other presenters also. Personalized learning pathway design. In personalized learning pathway design, now example I have given because I'm a math teacher. So if I find a student who is struggling in mathematics, I will be giving him or her additional practice problems tutoring session, and I will use my intelligent tutoring system. Many in ITS are available, such as Algebra Tutor Pat, Mathematical Tutors, eTeacher. For other subjects also, especially for STEM and languages, more and more tools are coming every day. Implementation, again, we have to start small scale. The teachers have to understand that they cannot do everything in one go. So it is important to start small and scale up gradually when implementing AI-driven personalized learning. And we have to get buy-in from the stakeholders, that is whoever is involved, like teachers, your parents, your administrators. We have to get them involved, get their feedback, because then only we will be successful in conducting a personalized learning pathway in our school. And then as a teacher, we have to provide ongoing support. And as the administrator, you have to give training and feedback to your teachers also regularly. Challenges, everyone, I think almost everyone, we all discuss the same challenges, the data privacy and security concerns. My students are very, very private students. Now, these days, they take care of their data very earlier days, we did not used to worry about our data, but these days children are locking their profiles. So we have to take extra care of their privacy. And then there are ethical implications also. There is a need for teacher training also. And yeah, the biggest challenge is some softwares are very costly. So AI-powered personalized learning tools and technologies can be expensive as well. In very short, I will just say the through the case studies, the first AI school was opened in Kerala. It was Sentagiri Vidya Bhavan. I think you must have heard. This was opened in August, 29th August, and it was inaugurated by President Ramnath Kovind, right? So this is the first AI school in India. This is just the beginning. They are making the effort to bring AI into personalized learning in India. They are using iLearning Engines, which is a USA-based company, and Vedic eSchool. And what they do is they provide after school studies, competitive exam coaching, and also guidance for higher studies. And CBSE's AI curriculum, this came right after the pandemic. I think in 1920 session only they started with very limited number of schools, and now around 800 schools have them. So this is also a very beginning of AI in our country, and slowly and gradually, I hope more and more people will join in. Now, this is my last slide, the future of AI power personalized learning. So basically, the future is already here. We are already living through all these things, but there are advancements made every single day because AI has made drastic advances. So NLP, that is language processing, many people have spoken about chatbots. This is the most important thing. There are adaptive learning systems, there is gamification and intelligent tutoring systems and machine learning, obviously. So here we have all these things which are every day, getting momentum and more things are being added. So we have to keep track on them. And the administrators have to give opportunities for their teachers to get proper guidance and proper classes and training to conduct the same. So I would like to conclude this presentation by saying that by harnessing the transformative potential of AI, we can shape a future where personalized, inclusive, and effective learning experiences are accessible to all learners, empowering them to thrive in the dynamic and ever-evolving digital landscape. And thank you so much.
Thank you
Any
so
questions?
much, Ms. Moini. Yeah. If there are any questions, you can put up to her. Participants can type the question in the chat box also, if they wish. Thank you, Ms. Moini. You can
so
stop
much,
your sharing the screen. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, ma'am, for the opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah. Now moving ahead to our next presentation, that is by Ms. Richa, who is an assistant professor at Diwan Institute of Management Studies, Meerut, Uttar Pradesh. The topic of her presentation is Digital Education for Quality Education. Ms. Richa, you are a co-host now, so you can start sharing your screen and presentation. Meanwhile, Ms. Richa is trying to present. I just need to confirm Dr. Binti Dua and Dr. Deepa Rana. If you are there, kindly drop a message in the chat box if you have joined by some other name. Dr. Binti Dua and Dr. Deepa Rana. Just drop a message in the chat box if you are there. Thank you. Ms. Richa, you can start. Ms. Richa, are you there? Ms. Richa, can you hear me? Richa is saying she's not able to unmute. Just give me a minute, Richa. Let me check it once again. You are the co-host. It should not be there. Are you able to do it now? Ms. Richa, are you able to unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Go ahead.
Okay, ma'am, can you do one thing? Yeah. Is it visible?
You are visible, but not your screen yet.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, can you make co-host Richa Agarwal?
Is she in the meeting?
Yes, this is my different ID and I logged in from the laptop from this.
Joined from 2 different IDs?
Yes. So actually, I want to present my presentation from the laptop.
Check now. Richa Agarwal is the co-host. You can check it now.
Okay, ma'am. Yes. Thank you. So, good afternoon, everyone. My presentation is visible.
Yes.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone present in the international conference. The topic is educational reforms and advancement. Myself, Richa, and my topic of today's presentation is digital education for quality education. So basically, this is a survey study about the digital education in India. So many presenters discussed about the digital tools and artificial tools which are used in education now, but I'm giving a survey report of India. So according to Sustainable Development Goal 4, which is adopted by United Nations as part of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, which is dedicated to ensuring inclusive, equitable, and quality education for all. It recognizes that education is not only an end in itself, but a powerful catalyst for achieving all other SDGs. So quality education is not only some good course material, but it should prepare a learner for life to live in peace and to serve society as well. The quality education is essential in fostering economic growth, reducing inequalities, and promoting sustainable development. So let's talk about the digital education. As we know, it is interchangeably used with the terms e-learning, online education through the digital technology. So it includes online courses, virtual classrooms, digital textbooks, educational softwares, and so many things. So digital education allows for the personalization of learning experiences, making it adaptive to the diverse need of learners, as many of us says that earlier. So what is the role of digital education? As we know, digital education uses technology to enhance access, engagement, and effectiveness is learning environments. As the world becomes increasingly interconnected and reliant on digital tools, integrating digital education into traditional pedagogical method is paramount. The Indian education system has long struggled with unequal access to technology. A report of UDI's 2021-22 released by the government on internet access in schools says that in 2018 to 19, only 18.73% schools have functional computers and internet facilities. Now in 2021-22 report says that 34% schools have internet facilities and about 50% schools have functional computers. So like a program of Indian government, BharatNet, which has assigned a task of providing fiber to home connectivity to government institutions and schools by the government. The total approvals for smart classrooms have more than doubled from 16,223 in 2020-21 to 42,311 in 2021-22. So this is about the digital transformation in India. The Indian government initiative, that is Digital India, which is launched in 2015, aimed to improve online infrastructure and increase internet accessibility, making India a global leader in using technology for citizen empowerment. So in India now, due to these efforts, it is the second largest after China in the world to have the highest number of internet users. Hence, digital transformation can enable everyone to get access to learning without falling heavy on the student's budget. I'm not discussing it in detail how. Now, digital education can be used to achieve quality education. How? These are the 4 points which can given in education by the digital education, that is relevance, equity, inclusivity, and lifelong learning. But there are also various challenges and barriers which are already discussed, like accessibility and digital divide, technological infrastructure and connectivity issues, quality and relevance of digital content, which is an essential part, and teacher training and capacity building. So further, there are various opportunities and advantages while using the digital technologies in education, like personalized learning experiences, access to educational resources, global collaboration and knowledge sharing, and also cost effectiveness and scalability. I use some case studies in my paper to focus on this digital education. First case study is from the Finland. As we know, Finland is renowned for its highest quality education system. There was a program, Finnish National Curriculum, which was running there during the time of COVID-19. So it proves that using the ICT learning competence and digital skills, it increased the values educations. Another example is Bridge International Academies in Africa, which is a network of low-cost private schools in Africa, which provide technologies to underserved communities for the quality education. It provides preloaded tablets to use the learning content. And now there is an example from India, that is Khan's Academy. Everyone knows about it now. It is a prominent example of how digital education can transfer the learning experience. It is founded by the Sal Khan, which is Salman Amin Khan. This platform offers free educational videos on a wide range of subjects, especially on math education. There are some digital initiatives by the Government of India, like Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Saksharta Abhiyan, which aims to make 60 crores rural households digitally literate by providing them with access to digital devices and training in digital skills. There are many educational technology startups in India. About 13,771 edtech startups in India, which include Simply Learn, Upgrade, Physicswala, Unacademy, Class Plus, and Baiju. So Baiju is now an edtech unicorn in India. So there are so many successful implementation now, which shows that India is playing a very crucial role in adopting the digital technologies in learning, like Udacity, LinkedIn Learning for Skill Development, Pratham, Ajumitra, and Duolingo in the language learning. And there are OERs, that is open educational resources in Indian languages through initiatives like National Digital Library of India. So these efforts exemplify the power of digital education in promoting inclusive and high quality learning, aligning with the Sustainable Development Goal 4. Now, in the last, there are some recommendations for the adopting these digital technology. So I won't repeat them. Many presenters have discussed about this. So in conclusion, I will say the intersection of digital education and sustainable development goal 4, that is quality education, offers immense promise for the future. But by addressing the challenges, leveraging the opportunities, and learning from successful examples, we can harness the transformative potential of digital education to ensure equitability, inclusive, and high quality education for all. That's all. Thank you. This is the end of my presentation. Any questions?
Thank you so much, Richa, Ms. Richa. And
Thank you, ma'am.
if there are any questions, you can go ahead with the questions to Ms. Richa, ma'am. You can stop sharing the screen.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
If there are any questions, kindly go ahead. I think we should move ahead. Thanks a lot, Richa, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you for this opportunity.
We are moving towards the next presentation, and that is by Mr. Pranav Kumar Garwal. And he's a student in Department of Geography, Dayal Singh College, University of Delhi. And the title of his paper is EdTech Entrepreneurship and Technological Role in Digital Transformation and Online Education. Mr. Pranav, you are a co-host now, so you can start sharing. And again, I'm repeating till Mr. Pranav is trying that if Dr. Binti and Dr. Deepa, you have joined with some other name, you can message me in the chat box. Thank you.
Hello, am I audible and visible? Am I audible and visible?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a cordial good afternoon to one and all present here. I'm Pranav Kumar Kedwal, pursuing my bachelor's in geography honors from Department of Geography, Dayal Singh College, University of Delhi. I've conducted this research under my professor, Dr. Shweta Rani, entitled EdTech Entrepreneurship and Technological Role in Digital Transformation and Online Education. So let's start.
Let's see you. Your video is not visible. We can see the PowerPoint, but not you.
I'm not visible. Oh.
Pranav, you are visible.
Visible?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, got it. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
So let's start with a quote. I'm not able to move the PPT. It's moving. Yeah. Now let's start with the famous quote: the technology will not replace great teachers, but technology in the hands of great teachers can't be transformational. So it's one of my favorite quotes regarding the technology in education. Let's start with the introduction. So this paper aims that the how EdTech entrepreneurship and technology plays a role in digital transformation in online education after the outbreak of COVID-19. This paper mainly clarifies the intersection of EdTech entrepreneurship companies, technologies, and education, how they intersect with each other. And just after the outbreak of COVID-19, how EdTech entrepreneurship highly developed in India, and a large number of companies came and just transformed the education level. In this paper, our first review has made on the developments of EdTech entrepreneurship and technology, then the academic sector upliftment by this, And at last, how a revolution has bringing for the upliftment of educational sector. So first we focus on the AdTech adoption in post-COVID pandemic. Just after the outbreak of COVID-19, it's the first time when all the education institutions shifts on online mode, and not the teachers and not the students were trained. Teachers were not trained how to deliver lectures online. Students were not trained how to grab the lectures and knowledge from online studies. So there's a highly gap between this, and many institutions have just investing for hardware, software, content training, and many more technologies for improving their education level. This create a huge depression and a chance in a edtech ecosystem for a supplement support. A supplement support was needed. So for this support, edtech entrepreneurship is rising to a large number in India, which catalyzes this all education sector. Also, as per the World Bank report 2021, after the outbreak of COVID-19, many companies are now thinking for a dual role of remote learning as an insurance policy, so that students can take education easily. Move to the next slide. EdTech market developments and fundings. Like when these companies, EdTech companies, came into existence for the supporting the new educations, online education and institutions, then how they develop very fast. So the first is that the EdTech market runs around a human resource which is available in a large number in India, like vendors, BD executives, market executives, technology. They're available in a high number in India. That's why they will survive. The second is the investors. There is the investors. As per the statistics data collected by Traxin 2021, about 8,768 edtech startups come to India, and they attract a large number of investors across the world, in which Byju's is a leading investment attraction with $16.5 billion, followed by an Academy 3.4 billion and Ereditus 3.2 billion. These became the unicorns. In 2020, Indian edtech startup raised $4.7 billion in 165 deals and emerged as a third most preferred funded sector. Here is the model on which the edtech companies mainly work, which attracts a large number of customers and investors. As for the time limits, I only go with the summary of these models, that the companies are mainly focused on the course contents they're offering, and they're offering mainly the skillful and practical contents by the means of technology, which attracts a large number of students towards them. Also, recently they provide the institutional management to the high institutions, colleges, schools, which is one of the boosting factor. Their advertisement and testing, app-based aggregation is one of the most important part of these edtech companies, and the technology they are using, the VR and devices. So this is main they're using. Now let's move to the next slide. Technological developments and digital transformation. What are the technological developments generally these companies brings in the education? So firstly, these companies prefer a best education, practical knowledge and skill knowledge at a very cheap cost as compared to the traditional education. That's why they are preferred most and attract a large number of customers. Also, these begin developing new online learning platforms and make the students more interested and attract them. And students are also adopting the new technologies which they are brought, like artificial intelligence, machine learning, digitalization, automation. These are some of the technologies they are bringing to the education sector. Also, they have courses with these skill courses, with these technologies they taught to the students, and they make it possible for the students to learn away from the academic a new skill which is very beneficial for their future too. new devices are also being launched, and a large number of section has been just transformed to the devices which are basic platforms like mobile phones, tablets, laptops, PCs, AI devices, etc. And the gateway of this digital transformation is the internet. And after the geo revolution, as everyone knows, the internet revolution came in India, and a large transformation can be seen. Now we move to this this line graph. It sorts MDPI to the 21. It shows that the one number is the students want to learn face-to-face learning. Till 10 shows that students want to shift to the online learning. So though a large number of section of the students want face-to-face learning, but the students who are preferred the online learning is not that much less. They are comparatively high. They are comparatively high. We compare the face-to-face learning and e-learning platforms, and it is as suggested that in coming future, a large section of the students has been transformed to the e-learning platforms. Now, digital transformation of educational institutions. Not only the students are digitally transformed, but the education institutions too are digitally transformed. So in the modern campuses, they also adopt the technology, they adopt the check-in systems, educational portals, self-assessment systems, knowledge systems, and many more. These days, teachers and students also use internet technologies and digital systems for their assignments. The Google Classroom is very much famous for submitting the assignments, research works, classworks, and many more. Websites, email, chat groups, especially the WhatsApp groups, became the main channel to transfer information between the students and the teachers for online education mode and digital transformation. The use of computing systems and process analyzing students' results, the universities, colleges, schools also have this applications processing analyzing systems, performance analyzing systems. These all are the new technologies adopted by the education institution. Also, the edtech also plays an important role, which is explained in this model. As per the time limits, I can't describe all the points, but some these are some technologies and edtech services provided to the education institutes, like digital services, financial services. Financial services also edtech provide classroom management. The online classroom management these days are done by the edtech companies. So there are various communication system is under the technology. So administration management are also done by the edtech companies and currently. So these are all the components in the online education of institutions. Gradual increase in online education. So what was this is a bar graph which I have taken from the India report Digital Education from the Ministry of Education, Government of India, which states that just after the outbreak of COVID-19, January 21, about 98.44% of students have shifted to the online devices, digital devices for online education in India. So there is a huge transformation of students towards the online education and transformation on the digitalization. Now move to the conclusion and finally ending of my presentation. So the conclusion is that just after the outbreak of COVID-19, a huge demand has been generated in India. The edtech companies and entrepreneurship just came and report the gap between that and emerged as a unicorns for the education sector in India. And now a large number of technological developments and various skill courses are there in India. And by 2030, it is to be said by the Ministry of Education that the whole Indian education sector would be digitalized. So this is all from my research paper. And these are some references I used in this research paper. Thank you. Any questions? I would like to respond.
Mr. Pranav. And any questions from the participants or anybody? Mr. Pranav regarding his presentation. Mr. Pranav, is this all the secondary data?
Yeah, it is fully based on secondary data.
I think no more questions coming, Mr. Pranav. Thank you for the presentation.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Now moving to the last presentation of our this track, subtract 3.3. That is to be presented by Ms. Twinkle, who is a student at Central Institute of Education, New Delhi, India. And the title for her presentation is Unlocking the Future from Classroom to Digital Era of Learning. Ms. Twinkle, you are the co-host. You can start sharing your screen and your presentation. Ms. Twinkle, are you there? Can you hear me? Ms. Twinkle, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Twinkle, are you able to share your presentation and unmute yourself? You have to present now. Ms. Twinkle, please unmute yourself. You have written that you are not able to present. See, there is a share screen icon. Unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now you see that you can share the screen and your video also. You have to switch open your video. Ms. Twinkle, please switch on your video also.
Ma'am, I am audible.
Yeah, you are audible and visible, and start your presentation.
Good afternoon to all. I am a student of CI, and here I am going to present my views on unlocking the future from classroom to the era of digital learning. Let's start with quote. Let digital learning be the secret ingredient in your recipe for success, adding flavor and depth to your educational journey. Now, first of all, we have a question that what is digital learning or education? Um, Digital education is referred to the use of digital technologies and resources to enhance learning and teaching. It involves digital tools such as computer and tablets and online platforms like Zoom, Meet. And digital education is not only simply way of teaching learning process, it is also that initiate a global peace. If we talk about digital learning, we remember that we have a chapter on class 9, that is the fun they had. It is only talk about the online future learning. Online future learning. Digital education play a crucial role in fostering global citizenship and promoting world peace by connecting students from different parts of world. We can connect from different parts of students in the world, that America or Africa, or in the platform of Coursera, we can connect to them. Ultimately, we can say that digital education empowers students to become global citizens who are aware, compassionate, and actively engaged in creating a more and inclusive world. There are some tools of learning tools, that is ChatGPT, Duolingo for language, and Coursera provide the online courses from top universities and institutions at your home and own pace, at your own pace. And there is a Google Classroom provide virtual classroom and AI-based gamifications, or Zoom virtual conference. This is a tools of online teaching learning. Emerging trends in online education. So here's the data that I collected from World Economic Forum, and this data shows that the Coursera total number of registration in Coursera and total number of enrollment in Coursera. In 2016, there is only 21 million students registered in their self in yourself Coursera, and 2021, 92 million students registered in Coursera. So there is a huge number and booming emerging trends online education very fastly. And total number of enrollment 2016 26 million student enrolled in that, and 2021 189 million students enroll yourself in the Coursera. The market of emerging trends online education is 2019, that is 187.87 billion in 2019. There is the first ever completely online course was offered in 1984 by University of Toronto. It means that in world online learning starts in 1990s era, but in India it started late because there's some technologies, uh, low technologies, or low online learning platforms. Uh, in 2019, there's only 44 million students registered. According to the Indian report of digital education by Department of School Education and Literacy, shaping a digital education as a long-term learning strategy towards ensuring new age learning. India improving their digitalization fund, like Uttar Pradesh provide fund for 2487 smart televisions. Andhra Pradesh had provided 18270 tablets to 609 schools and 2850 laptops to 95 school students. This shows how India improve and encourage the online education for all, and this is also show that the India is also growing in digital education. There is some online education trends that started by different boards and government. CBSE, Senior Board of Central Board of Secondary Education, has started a initiative that trained more than 10 lakh teachers from July 2020 to 2021 in different areas, including online pedagogies. CBSE also started webinar of O-Labs online labs in which 22,000 teachers participated in the O labs is a online labs where teacher will use internet in virtual labs. Started Aryabhat Ganit challenge where CBSE promoting interactive and joyful assessment through this challenge. And the shocking thing is that 2.5 lakh students enroll in this challenge. And there is also Ministry of Education initiative for online education. PM e-Vidya launched as a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat, which are related to online and digital education. Diksha is also Diksha is also started one nation and one digital platform for school education. Diksha has a 32 languages module. For special needs, student audios book are also uploaded. It is also provided audio teaching program and also started Indian Signing Language program. Diksha refers to digital infrastructure for knowledge and sharing. And ICT schemes are also available in the many courses like Bachelor of Education, and schools are also provide ICTs their curriculum. ICT stands for Information Communication Technology. It is also become integral part of teaching learning process through such approaches as replace the chalkboard in the classroom and set up the digital whiteboard in the classrooms. In this scheme, it's also start flipped classroom model where students watch lecture from home and doing their work from home. There is another initiative that the National Digital Education Architecture NDEAR has been conceived as a unifying national digital infrastructure to energize and catalyze the education system. So these some are emerging trends in online education. Now we talk about the M learning, that is referred to mobile learning. Mobile learning and micro learning are two ways that empowering learners. They provide convenient access to knowledge, promote continuous learning. We are able to continue our learning anywhere, anytime, and it is also accessible for students and flexible engagement in teaching learning process, continuous learning, and there's also more joyful session in real classroom. Micro learning is also another Micro learning is also another practice delivering small bit-sized burst of education content to learners. It focuses on different aspects of learning and also delivering the focused specific information that can be easily consumed and retained. There are many efficient way to learn, like the time efficient. Micro learning is also time efficient, targeted and focused, just in time to time learning, mobile friendly. There are some methods of online education. The one is a synchronous method of learning, and another one is asynchronous method of learning. Webinars, video conferencing, virtual office hour, collaborative group projects, live video, lecture, real-time interaction are the synchronous method of learning, where we have provided videos, lecture, and real-time interaction. This conference is also a synchronous method of learning that is provided a real-time interaction. And asynchronous method of education is online discussion forum, pre-recorded lecture, yeah, video lessons, self-paced online courses like Coursera or Udemy and e-Pathshalas.
Twinkle ma'am, very sorry to interrupt, but the time is running high. Okay, you need to wind up in 1 minute.
Yes. There is benefit and challenges of online education. It provides a flexibility, own pace and schedule, wide range of resource access, promote collaboration and communication, affordable, and assessment and feedback also available, inclusivity also available in the online education, interactive videos and online textbooks. There's some drawbacks of online education, that is technical issues, potential distractions, and lack of in-person interaction, and student get depressed through this lack of resources. And online education is a value for time and money. Online education total game changer. It save your time by giving you the flexibility to learn at your own pace and fit your studies into your busy schedule. It is also often more budget friendly than traditional in-person education. You can access high quality courses and gain valuable knowledge without breaking the bank. So it is a win-win situation for learners, time and money. Now the conclusion is that emerging of online education, digital is very broad way of learning as there is so many challenges digital era, but digital education way to become a more productive person and find your skills in a better manner. Overall, digital education has revolutionized the way we learn and act, has the potential to greatly benefit individual society as a whole. So let's be a part of digital era for development well as our as well as your own goals. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Twinkle. And if there are any questions, they can be asked. You can stop sharing your screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions from the participants? Thank you, Ms. Twinkle. Thanks a lot. And with this, we reach to the end of our paper presentation, and we indeed have gained a wealth of knowledge today. May I invite Dr. Yashpal Sharma to summarize the session and address the participants of the session.
Yeah, once again, good afternoon to everyone. That's really very interesting sessions that we have, and a wide range of the session, right from the historical perspectives and data analysis and ad tech reviews and actual classroom teaching of the AI in education. So definitely it as per the national education policy, because see, earlier the policies that we have is very long ago, that we have the 1986 and then modified in the 90s. But now we have this national education policy, which was launched in 2020, and that insists the use of not just the augmented reality, this artificial intelligence, but other disruptive technologies like this AR, VR, 3D simulations, and go beyond till this 3D and 7D that should be used in education, specifically in teaching learning process and other management learning. So I believe there was a total 8 presentations that we have. And then we started with Dr. Shell regarding the e-learning and other perspectives. She has given the scenarios of different e-learning process that we have currently, including the SWAM and the AR, VR and other things. And then we have the presentation from the Garima. It was really one of the my favorite, we can say, because as a content developer in AR, VR, so definitely it was a good outlook on the disruptive technology and her result, and that I discussed earlier also. That's a very positive result that we see, because I believe this COVID play a very important role in online education. And before COVID, even when I went to different FDPs and I asked these questions regarding, so most of people, they don't know much things, but I believe maybe in COVID we learned many and we searched many and we trained ourselves regarding the IoT and other disruptive technologies. Then the interesting thing about the languages and the use of ChatGPT, but I believe more insights and more research need to be do this one, because I don't believe personally that ChatGPT has directly this as a language model, but it need to be integrated with some other AI tools. Then we have the beautiful presentation from the Alpa Sharma madam, and definitely this Ashish Sharma, he actually did a lot of and good work in actually classroom teaching, in implementing these AI tools, that definitely we are waiting for the results. So whatever it is, so maybe some point of time in maybe in the next conference is presented that results in the May, and then we have the presentation from the Mohini madam and Disha madam regarding the digital, and then Pranav has talked about the edtech scenario, because I personally believe that as a teacher we should be not just the consumer of the content, but should be the prosumer of the content. Like we should produce the content also and consume the content also. And this content development and AI is a definitely not just million but $billion company. So we can have many out of it. And then regarding this last presentation that Twinkle has gone through the different scenarios, and with the data she has taken from the various authentic government sources and presented in a well presented in that manner. And as far as overall this session in AI and this international conference is concerned, I'm really thankful for the organizers for such a initiation, actually, because I cannot say this is a culmination, but initiation of one of the initiative step, especially as far as the Indian scenario is concerned, and after this NEP 2020. So the next, maybe in the next conference when we have, I wanted that all the presenter who have presented their data, they should go to the second step. If you have the review this time, definitely the next time I would like to see that you go to the field and present it. And currently, if you are in the field, next time I wanted your result be highlighted. And if you have already highlighted the results, next time I wanted that you should go for development of the content and then check that content which is available. And as I already suggested, that whatever the government of India is, and other not just the government but other edtech companies and NGOs and private institutions, they are whatever work they are doing, that work should be highlighted, and we need to check the effectiveness and review of all these works. So with these words, so the session was highly successful, and thank you. And ma'am, now over to you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable insights. And I really love the way you said that we should not only consume the content, but we should produce the content also. And also the way you motivated the participants that those who have not been in the field need to go to the field. Those who have not highlighted the results need to highlight the results. And those who have done all this, they need to develop the content. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much, sir. Your insights have been profound and shall serve as a guiding force to one and all in this session. Thank you so much.
Thanks, ma'am.
Now we eagerly await the insights and reflections on the proceedings of this session by the chair of the session, Dr. Satin. So may I invite Dr. Satin for the closing remarks?
All right. Thank you once again, Dr. Akansha, for the invitation to do the closing remarks. Okay. I think it's a very wonderful session today, and I would like to congratulate all presenters, for presenting your thought, your research, and perhaps your review of digital transformations and artificial intelligence trends in education sector. So I think throughout today's sessions, I can conclude that digital transformations and technological trends in India's education sector is growing really good. And I think that the technology has played a very significant role in transforming India's education sector. And it's good that it starts from the educator, because we, the teacher educator, we are the one who produce so many experts in the fields. So we have to definitely prepare our students for the future, for the job markets and the industry. And I think what we have heard throughout today's presentations, we can see that the emerging trends, okay, that taking place, in India's education sector includes all the disruptive and immersive technology. So from the presentations, we can frequently heard and talk about artificial intelligence. Okay, many of you talk about AI, the immersive technology, VR and AR, as well as e-learning and virtual classrooms. And I think in terms of the innovations, okay, the education ecosystem in India is growing. Okay, that's very excellent, and we can see that innovative educational technology strategies, pedagogical approaches, are paving the ways for personalized learning experience. Okay, many of the presentation talk about in terms of providing personalized learning experience, and I think these are the good step, towards improving students' holistic development, and definitely, towards achieving the quality education. So I think that's all a very good presentation today. It's just that, as Sharma mentioned just now, I think in the future, okay, we should embark into more empirical study, towards all this technology, how it's impact our students' learning, okay, how it's influence students' engagement, something like that, rather than relying on the secondary data, reviewing on what other people has been doing. So yeah, definitely we have to go to the field. And I think the first step that we can do is just by conducting action research, because we are all educators. We have students as our, they can be part of the research participants. Okay, we can research our own practices, okay, or what we call it as scholarship of teaching and learning. So yeah, I do hope that the trends will be benefiting India's education sector, in the future. All right, so I think with that, I would like to end my remark. It's just that before I end, okay, please feel free to access my slide presentations at bit.ly.nas, okay, /Dr. Nas CTPD 2023, and please feel free to leave your comment, leave your comment at the comment section here. Okay, this is an example of artificial intelligence, and it's very helpful, okay, for presenting your ideas, as well as to get feedback and responses from the students, so it can be part of our teaching and learning activity as well. Okay, so feel free to give your comments or feedbacks regarding my presentation, or even the sessions related to digital transformation, artificial intelligence, and other emerging technology. So we can have continually discuss in that platform. Okay, I can have a look at it later, and I can get back to you. So with that, thank you so much. And once again, thank you for the honor to invite me to join today's session. All right, thank you so much. Over to you, Doctor.
Thank you so much, Dr. Satun. And that was a wonderful conclusion given by you, the conclusion of our this subtrack. And I really appreciate the idea given by you that those who have not gone to the field can start by the way of action research. Being the educators, we always have this tool of action research with us. So that's a brilliant idea, ma'am. Thanks a lot. And thanks for your insightful closing remarks, and your words have provided us with a profound perspectives on the significance of this session. We once again thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare to draw the curtains of this enlightening technical session at Ctpdcon-Era 2023, it is my pleasure to invite a distinguished individual among us to express our collective gratitude and appreciation for the valuable insights we have gained today. Dr. Vinay D. Dongre. Dr. Dongre is the Director for West Zone CTPD and a professor at Azad College of Education, Maharashtra. Sir, we would be honored if you could deliver the vote of thanks and express the gratitude to the speakers and the participants and summarize the essence of this session. Over to you, sir. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon, all the distinguished guests, delegates, speakers present in this plenary session on emerging trends and artificial intelligence in digital transformation. I would like to thank Dr. Naz from Malaysia for exploring issues at today's session on emerging trends and artificial intelligence in digital transformation. We are delighted with your thoughts, ma'am. As well, I would like to thank to Dr. Yash Paul Sharma, Central University of Kerala, for his inputs on this theme and working as co-chair very effectively for this plenary session. All the participants are delighted due to your inputs on this theme. I would like to thank everyone who helped to make this conference a great success. In this, particularly, I would like to thank Professor Dr. S.C. Pachori, Dr. Akanksha Srivastava, Associate Professor, for being the moderator, plenary session 3.3, and conducting the session flawlessly. I would like to thank convener of this track, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, and co-convener, Dr. Jennifer Robinson, for their painstaking efforts to make this conference a great success. I would like to extend my genuine thanks to all you for helping our organization, that is CTPD India, to make it a great event. Last but not the least, all the research scholars and the teachers who presented their papers very effectively put forth their thoughts on this theme. Your contribution in the field of education is going to be noted. Again, I am grateful for each and every one of you from the organizers of Ctpdcon-Era 2023. At the end, I would like to request to chair and co-chair of this plenary session to finalize one name for best paper presenter and convey it to the organizers. These names are going to be announced in the valedictory session in the evening. So a kind request to all the participants and all the dignitaries to join the valedictory session in the evening. Thank you all once again.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot. And then I repeat, sir, saying once again that please join us for the valedictory session as well the other sessions coming up, and do fill the feedback form also. As we bring this extra...
I have shared the feedback form in chat box. Okay, so participants are requested to fill the chat feedback.
Yeah, it's there in the chat box. And now as we bring this extraordinary technical session to close, let us remember that knowledge is an ongoing expedition, not a final stop. And every stride we take brings us nearer to the uncharted horizons. Your active involvement and unflagging enthusiasm are truly appreciated. Embrace the remaining sessions at Ctpdcon-Era 2023, and may your quest for knowledge continue to illuminate the way ahead. Do join us for the coming sessions and valedictory session, and please fill the feedback form. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you.
So participants are requested to fill the feedback form given in the chat box. And presenters. Dr. Kansha, now should we close the meeting? Because next session is going to be start.
We are done with the session.
To end the meeting.